Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. This is Matiullah Hatak teaching you how to use the definite article more confidently in your writing and speaking activities. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet so that you may receive notification for updates in the future. In the previous lecture, you had learnt about certain rules in detail. This lecture is in continuation with that lecture as well. So the first rule over here is that we use the with certain books, with the names of certain books. For example, these are usually religious books or books of great name and popularity. So we can say the holy book, the Holy Quran, and the Bible. These are the names of religious books. The Holy Quran is the holy book that belongs to the Muslim, and the Bible is the holy book that belongs to the Christians, and we can say the Zabur and the Injil. So similarly, the Vedas, is the religious book of Hindus, the Puranas, and the Iliad. It is an epic written by Homer. So it is a long poem written by Homer, as you can see over here. The Ramayana, a religious book of the Hindus, and you can say the Mahabharata. Mahabharata is also the religious book of the Hindus. So we use the article before the names of certain books, and you can say the Holy Quran was revealed upon the Holy Prophet. The Holy Quran was revealed upon the Holy Prophet, and you can say the Bible belongs as the religious book of the Christians. So you cannot say Holy Quran. You should say the Holy Quran. The Bible, you cannot say Bible belongs to the Christian, is the religious book of the Christians. Similarly, you can say the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata, you cannot say Mahabharata is the religious book of the Hindus. You should say the Mahabharata is the religious book of the Hindus. But if the structure is changed, if you try to write it like this with the writer is also written along with that book. In that case, you are supposed not to use the article. For example, this epic poem, Iliad, is written by Homer. If you are writing Homer along with that book, in that case, you are not supposed to use or apply the article. Homer's Iliad. In that case, you should use this apostrophe, Homer's Iliad, or you can say this book is written by this one. So you should say Valmiki's Ramayana, or any other book of great importance and popularity. If you are writing the name of the author along with that book by using apostrophe, in that case, you are not supposed to use the article. So this is rule number 4. The next rule is very simple to understand. We use the article before the names of heavenly objects. Heavenly objects are, you can say, objects which are unique in their with respect to their own kind or respect to their nature. For example, heavenly objects means objects which belong to the heaven, like the earth, the moon, and the sun, the sky, and you can say the Mars. We use the with heavenly objects. For example, if you say the earth revolves around the sun, you should not drop the in these cases. The you cannot say earth revolves around sun or a sun or an earth. These will be wrong expression. Try to avoid using such an or a before these unique heavenly objects. You should say the earth revolves around the sun. The moon has no light of her own. So her is used. This is a different case. We'll discuss it when we are going to see pronoun in its use. So the moon has no light of her own. You cannot say moon has no light of her own. And, or you cannot say a moon has no light of her own. A moon will be a wrong sentence to use. So the moon has no light of her own. The next rule is to be noted. Sometimes the is placed before a common noun to give the meaning of an abstract noun. So the first thing you need to understand what is a common noun and what is an abstract noun. That's why I should suggest to you that you should see the video about what is a noun and what are its different kinds. There you will understand it in detail. You will see it in detail and the kinds of a noun and what is a noun. So common nouns means which different nouns which do not refer to anything in particular. They are used to refer to things in general. For example, we say boys, girls, countries, city. These are all common nouns. They do not refer to anything in particular, but there are proper noun as well. So abstract noun, what is an abstract noun? You will see its definition and its different examples in that lecture. So see that lecture. Abstract noun means which we can feel, but we cannot touch upon them. We cannot touch them because only they can be only felt. They cannot be seen or touched upon. They abstract nouns actually they are state of being. ये एक कैफियत का नाम है. एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन जो होते हैं इनको हम ना तो टच कर सकते हैं ना तो देख सकते हैं. वी कैन ओनली फील देम. इनको सिर्फ हम महसूस कर सकते हैं. सो दे आर फीलिंग्स आर इमोशंस स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग. फॉर एग्जांपल काइंडनेस, laughter, loyalty. These are abstract noun. Whenever we want to see and to give some characteristics to an abstract noun, to give some features to an abstract noun, we personify that abstract noun. So whenever we want to see with some features or some characteristic in abstract noun, we personify that abstract noun, and it then comes before us as if it is something living. So personification means when an abstract noun is treated as something living, or you can touch it, you can see it with some features or characteristics. We call it personification. So whenever we want to present a common noun as an abstract noun, we do use the before it. For example, at last, the warrior. Warrior means the warlike or martial spirit, the fighting spirit. At last, the warrior in him was thoroughly aroused. So this warrior otherwise do not receive any article which is a common noun, but when it is treated as an abstract noun, which means when it is personified when it is given some features, the feature of a living thing, we supply the is an article to it. So for example, you can say at last the silence. So silence is an abstract noun, is a common noun. It is here presented as an abstract noun. When it is uh, treated or presented as an abstract noun, then it receives the as an article. At last, I'm giving you another example. At last, the silence broke the limits. At last, the silence broke the limits. And we can quote another example. At last, the kindness prevailed throughout the area. So the kindness, otherwise, the kindness comes under the category of common nouns, but when it is presented as an abstract noun, when it is personified, in that case, it receives the as an article. We use rule number 6, a proper noun only when it is qualified by an adjective or defining adjectival clause. Adjectival clause it is called. You cannot say adjectival clause. So proper noun otherwise do not receive any article until they are specified. And there is one rule, as you can see, that proper noun do receive the as an article when they are qualified by an adjective. For example, in that case, then we say the great Caesar, the great Caesar. So this adjective, great, is used with Caesar. So because of using this adjective with Caesar, we are supplying the is an article to this noun, which is a proper noun. Shakespeare, which is a proper noun, but it is qualified by this adjective, immortal. So we are supplying Shakespeare with the article. And you can say the यहाँ पर हम ये भी कह सकते हैं the great leader. The leader is the great leader Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The great leader Qaid Azam, or we can say the Qaid Azam. We in English, while writing Qaid Azam, we should not simply write it without the article. Like we should not write Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. We should write the Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Or another example, we should not say Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We should say the Holy Prophet, because the Holy is used as an adjective which aids into the meaning of this proper noun Muhammad. So we should say the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the Mr. Ibrar. So Ibrar is a proper noun which should not receive the as an article. But in this case, when it is qualified by an adjectival clause, and in this case, it should receive the is an article because it is specified, it is particularized, it is made definite. So we should supply the is an article with it. So the Mr. Abrar whom you met last night is my uncle. Otherwise, we do not use any article with the proper nouns. The seventh rule over here is we use the with superlative degree of an adjective. Superlative degree of an adjective means dark, darker, darkest, um, good, better, best. So these with the superlative degree we do use the as an article. For example, you should say the darkest cloud has a silver lining. The darkest, you cannot say a darkest cloud has a silver lining. So it is used with the superlative degree of an adjective. If you want to say this is the most beautiful the most beautiful flower in the garden. So you should divide to say, most beautiful flower in the garden was plucked by me. You should say the most beautiful flower. The should be supplied with the superlative degree. Another example is you should try to um, understand that the most he is the most intelligent boy in the whole class. He is the most intelligent boy in the whole class. You cannot say he is most intelligent boy in the whole class, otherwise your expression will be considered as wrong and you will get no credit for it. So be attentive, be alive to the use of article while speaking or writing, because they make your writing beautiful, or they can completely mar your speaking or your writing. We use the with ordinals. Ordinal means first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth. They are called 11, 12, and so on. They are called ordinals. We have another category of adjectives which are called cardinals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They are called cardinals. We do not use any the with cardinals, but we do use the with ordinals. For example, you say he was the first man to arrive. The first man. It is first is missing over here, but you should keep it in mind. He was the first man to arrive. He was the second man to arrive. He was the third man to arrive. So the is used with ordinals. And the ninth chapter. You cannot say ninth chapter of the book is very easy or interesting to understand. You should say the ninth chapter of the book is very interesting. The fifth boy, you should not say fifth boy in the line. The fifth boy in the line should give his attention to what I am saying or what I am telling. So we use the with ordinals, but not with cardinals, as I told you. Uh, First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we do not use with them any article. So article is used. The article is used with the musical instrument. He can play the flute. Musical instruments. He can play the flute. And another example. And another example is you can say the guitar is his favorite musical instrument. So at this point, this rule to be noted over here, that we use the with the musical instrument. He can play the flute. You cannot say he can play a flute. Um, the guitar is his favorite musical instrument. Rule number 10 says before an adjective when the noun is understood. So what is meant when the noun is understood? It means we do not use the noun with such adjectives. If the noun is missing, if the noun is understood, you do not use it. It means you must supply the to that kind of adjective. It can be described in another way as you can say when an adjective, this poor, this rich, the rich. When an adjective is used in the place of a noun, in the absence of a noun, we supply the as an article to that adjective. And what this rule says when the noun is understood. For example, the noun is understood means you can drop it. For example, the poor are always with us. And you can say, poor people are always with us. But you cannot say the poor people are always with us. If you are using the poor, you should not say the poor people are always with us. In this case, you should only say the poor people are always with us. But if you are saying poor people are always with us, in that case you should not supply the as an article. It would be wrong to say the poor people are always with us. Or another example, the rich the rich should help the poor. You should not say the rich people should help the poor people. It would be a wrong expression, a wrong sentence. So the is applied to an adjective when the noun is dropped or it is understood, but it is not used. Understood part is that part which is not used but is considered to be present there. So the next rule is very simple to understand. Before a noun with emphasis to give the force of a superlative. As in this example, you can see this rule can be described in another way. When you are defining something, when you are defining something, uh, the name the name of the word used for that definition is usually placed at the very start or the beginning of a sentence. So when you are defining something, you should supply the is an article to that defining word. For example, you say the verb as the word. You should not say the verb as a word in a sentence. You should say the verb as the word in a sentence. Or you can say the adjective. The adjective is the word. The adjective is the word, the chief word. So the word means you are emphasizing it, you are giving it supreme importance, you are giving it superlative importance, supreme importance. That's why you should use the before it. For example, you say the the galvanometer as the device. The adjective is the word, the noun is the word, the adverb is the word. So the is applied in this case. This rule must be practiced again and again in order that so that you may use it properly or correctly in your daily life. This rule can be described in simple words that it is the is used with comparatives or comparative degree in order to show parallel increase in a particular phenomena. For example, the more, the merrier, the happier, the fatter, the cleverer. So the is used with comparative. Otherwise, we do not use any the with comparatives or comparative degree. But when you mean to say that there is parallel increase, there is continuous or parallel increase in two activities, two phenomena. In that case, you are supposed to use the with both these phenomena. For example, you say the more they get, so this is one phenomena, the more they want. The more you eat, another example, the more you eat, the fatter you grow. So the more. The more you eat, the fatter you grow, the fatter. You cannot say fatter you grow. For example, the more you read, the more intelligent you become. So the more, the fatter they show parallel increase. The more they get, the more they want. जितना वो ज्यादा हासिल करते हैं उतना वो ज्यादा चाहते हैं. The more you read, जितना तुम ज्यादा पढ़ते हो, the more intelligent you become, उतना तुम ज़हीन बनते हो. The more you eat, so the fatter you grow. जितना तुम ज्यादा खाते हो उतना तुम ज्यादा मोटा होते जाते हो. So it is used, the is used with comparatives to show parallel increase. So I hope you got these rules. Uh, do write it. Do write any difficulty which you face in the comment box. Thank you very much.